telling I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look.
Tonight, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Well, we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and of course leading them for his second season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Carr now on 1st down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Carr to throw again. The open man here, Renfrow. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. Now a 2nd down and 6. To throw is Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raiders coming in looking for win number 10 on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Carr now to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the number 1 spot.
Jones throw taken in by Thornton. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Patriots, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Carr now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001.
Now, that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Here's Jake Bailey now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raiders heading out to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr, he finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Carr. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. Complete. It's Henry. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Operating from the gun. Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Looking to throw. Jones. And caught by Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Carr going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you
can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the sack on 1st down, Jones over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Jones on 3rd down. He completes it to Henry. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Jones now. A final shot before break. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, where you see the final score there. Trey Lance leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head east to Minnesota to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Kirk Cousins, very solid in the win, as his guys figure to be a team to be reckoned with. They now move to 11-3. And then lastly, we wrap up Week 15 on Monday night. What a battle this will be. The Rams and Packers from a very chilly Lambeau Field. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? Find out? Let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From midfield, here's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. From a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. That's to Parker. What a catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Great tackle that time by P.J. Hall.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Harris will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Nick Folk for the point after. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Carr, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And 3rd and 8 now. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
A Raider first down, Carter Renfro.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Carr. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Adams. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Second and 6. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will push the lead up to 12-7. So 3 points, a response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Jones throw complete there to Moore. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Sports here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Jones looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives these guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jones, another shot here after the pick 6. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
They hand this off to Harris. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Open man down the field is Henry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Throwing Jones. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Mac Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Carr now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. Just a gain of a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now. Looking to throw. Carr working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Back to throw. Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Carr. Hard throw, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Carlson is good. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So now Jones and the Patriots down 24-14. Just under 2 minutes to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Jones. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jones. To Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Jones. Yeah, this is caught by Parker. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Jones. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. Here's Jones to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he wisely will throw that one away. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So out come the Raiders. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative-type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for Las Vegas, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.